What I want to talk about today is not really much mindset stuff, but it's practical things that you guys can be doing to improve your personal growth in your life and business growth, whatever it may be. So I want to talk about three things. The first two are pretty simple tips. The third one is something I've started recently that I think is a drastic benefit to your life. So number one is within your morning routine, I think keep it as short as possible where you can properly enter a good workflow session as soon as you finish it. I think that no morning routine is kind of stupid. I think that you need time for your brain to wake up. You need time for your brain to warm up. And a proper warm up is going to help you do practice better, which ultimately work is practice. So I think a morning routine is essential. Now in that, I think that an element of it to best prepare yourself for work is going to be some sort of meditation or religious work. For me, it's reading the Bible, journaling and praying about it a little bit, and then listening to a sermon. That whole thing takes about 40 minutes. It's not very long. For other people, it may be 10 minutes of meditation. Whatever works for you. If you're religious, I encourage you to do the Bible. But if you're not, do meditation. Something to get your mind in a right state of mind of gratitude, ultimately gratitude, because when your work flows from a place of gratefulness and appreciation for this being like a craft and a creative experience that you get to give to the world, it's going to be better work. So that's going to be number one. Number two is going to be, if you struggle with caffeine like I do, to delay it at least 45 minutes, but ideally an hour to an hour and a half. I used to, like during the start of this year, as well as like last year, I would have caffeine like ASAP, like immediately when I woke up, and I was getting up like 6:30 or 7. And so it would destroy my like, I think it's androgen receptors. It would just destroy my energy levels throughout the day. And I need to have 3 to 4 like things of caffeine throughout the day, which obviously is not ideal because then my energy and my work later at night would not be very good. But yeah, what I've been doing now, I have coffee around 8 or so. So it's about an hour after I wake up. And it just helps keep the energy consistent because then like your natural energy systems are balancing throughout the day. And it's just beneficial. Now the third thing, this is something I'm pretty excited to share because it's kind of unique. It's something that I've created. So it's kind of a combination of journaling and reading. The way that I view reading now is it's vital to my work. It's a way of relaxation, but the creative element that I get from reading books is vital to my work. It's vital to both my experience with people in real life that pushes my work and my creativity, as well as just like an understanding of myself and value I can share throughout my content. So what I've been doing recently is it's an hour session. So this is after I get my work done throughout the day. This is usually after the gym. It's kind of like when my body's in recovery period, the afternoons. And what I've been doing is 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of journaling. And what I'm reading is How to Win Friends and Influence People again. Now, what I'm going to be doing is cycling between like 3 to 5 books that I've already read and just rereading them. Because the more you can read a book, you're like subconsciously teaching yourself it versus like obsessing over it. So I've read this once. I'm reading it again now. Tomorrow I may read like The Courage to Be Disliked again. But cycling through books you've already read and rereading them multiple times versus always going on to the new fix is going to be essential because you're actually like grasping the concepts to a like molecular subconscious level and not just superficial. So I read for 30 minutes. I deeply like understand the teachings and the learnings. And then I write for 30 minutes about what I taught and how to apply it in my daily life and how it's applicable. And once I get done writing about what I read, I'll just further write about like where my head's at, where my understanding of myself is at. What that's doing is it's literally like training my brain subconsciously, the learnings that I'm getting from the books to an even further degree because I'm writing about it immediately after, and I'm writing about what I've learned in practical ways for my life, which is just making it like as intensive as possible of a reading, but it's still relaxation. Like it's still enjoyable. And then once it gets to feeling like work, I'm going to switch it up, which is probably going to be in like a week or so. I'll switch up the way of doing it. But like, guys, this is pretty sick. Like the level of intention that it's bringing to my life. It's helping me learn how to treat people better. It's helping me learn how to engage in like networking and business kind of relations in a better way, and treat people in a way that people should be treated, but people kind of overlook, because the normal human experience is actually very shallow and it's very self-serving. So like reading these books is helping me analyze how I should have been doing it the whole time and how most people should be doing it. Yeah, and it's just great. Honestly, I've used a lot of filler words in this video. I'm not super hyped about that, but it's kind of like the way things go sometimes. But yeah, guys, my biggest recommendation, just try to read at least 10 pages a day. Not even 20, 10 pages, but deeply read them, and then just journal about it for 5 minutes. If you do that, you're gonna start absorbing the concepts to a deeper level. And reading is better than AI breaking it down for you, because you're grasping the concept in a deeper way. You're grasping the nuance of what the writer had intention for in a way that a bullet point list is not going to show. A bullet point list is going to give you the main points, which can be beneficial in the short term, but to grasp concepts long term and actually apply them in your life and create novel ideas that make your process of thinking and your viewpoint of life unique is through reading, like actually reading the books and not just getting a bullet point list. So that's what I encourage of you guys. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Just try to apply those concepts if they apply to you, specifically like caffeine if that applies to you. But yeah, I'll see y'all.